I am doing great. Hello, welcome to Good Knowledge Hub. My dear viewers, we are now having with a very warm and having smile and attractive personality with us. I have seen many videos in which she interacts with other learners and with other trainers, and I find her the personality very dynamic, very lively, and with whom everyone feels at comfortable level. So I thought I should make a video with her. So let's have an introduction of Coach Moklia.
How sweet, Gul. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And of course, you know my name already. I am from India. I was born and raised in Kolkata, that's in West Bengal, India. And I have been living in Pune, which is in Maharashtra, India, for the last 10 years. By profession, I'm a communication coach and a soft skills trainer. I have worked in the corporate sector for about 11 years, after which I decided to go solo. So, since the starting of last year, I have been working as an independent coach. Um, I am also a TEFL certified spoken English trainer and a certified life coach. And training and mentoring people is something that is very close to my heart. I love interacting with new people. That is how the journey on YouTube also started. So, on YouTube, I have been having a wonderful time meeting wonderful people like you, and the kind of love and the kind of support that I have been getting is phenomenal. I never expected this, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and the love and the support is what keeps me going. Apart from my sessions and the work that I have to put into the YouTube videos, whenever I get some free time for myself, I love to travel, I love cooking, and I enjoy a lot of time with my friends, my family, and my cats. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any specific questions, I would love to answer them for you.
That's lovely and that's amazing and fantastic introduction you have given about yourself. And I am highly happy about you that you are a CELTA certified trainer. Still, I have seen some of the trainers who have some kind of attitude when they have or are holding some kind of CELTA certified degree. So you are quite different from those, and it is highly appreciable. And I am quite happy that I am having a conversation with you.
How sweet. Thank you so much. Well, I feel although I'm not CELTA certified, I'm a TEFL certified trainer, but whatever certification it is just another thing that we have done. So there is no point having any attitude. My aim here is to connect with as many people and to help them out. And to be a trainer, it is very important to be someone on whom your learners can trust and on whom your learners can depend on. So if there is any sort of barrier in between me and my learners, then the learning will not be optimal. So that's why, and I don't really think that other trainers also have any attitude, but maybe the way they present themselves can show them in that light. But yes, thank you so much for all the appreciation, Gul. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I don't know anything about you.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am from Punjab, Pakistan. And as far as my qualification is concerned, I have done my master's in English and as well as in history. I am a gold medalist in history as well. Throughout my educational career, I have been the topper scholarship holder of my career. And apart from that, I have been a writer and editor of college magazine Amber. And 2010 was the most memorable period of my time when I participated at divisional level essay writing competition. I won that competition. I secured 40,000 and a certificate from government of Punjab at that time. Then I was promoted to the provincial level, and I was again the topper of that essay writing competition winner, and I secured 75,000 and a historical visit hosted by the government of Punjab at that time. And I was also offered a historical visit to the Lahore historical buildings, and it was a memorable period. And as far as my educational or my practical career is concerned, I have been coaching to the master classes in linguistics and language. After marriage, when I shifted here, I started coaching again. And then I have been the head of department in English and history at Bahia Foundation College. That is little bit about me.
Wonderful. That is great. What do you do apart from your work? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is just to have a fantastic time for my kids, to make them educated and to work on their, not only on their educational but on their extracurricular activities. I thoroughly engage my time, free time, with my kids because I am having my 4 kids.
Amazing. That's very nice. Good, good, Gul. I'm so happy to see that you are multitasking and you are handling everything so beautifully. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And my son has recently achieved a scholarship at district level, and my daughter is also a debater and speaker.
Amazing. Great job. I think you are doing a wonderful job, not only for yourself, but also, in raising your kids. Very good.
Nowadays, I am running my YouTube channel named as Good Knowledge Hub, and I have reached about 24,000 subscribers.
Amazing. That is very, very commendable. And this is exactly what I keep telling, most of my audience and my learners as well, that everything can seem very difficult, but if you push yourself and if you put in the hard work, then you can achieve anything. Maybe you are a homemaker, maybe you are a mother, but if you want to do something and achieve something for yourself, you will always be able to find time and you will always be able to push yourself. Very good job done.
Thank you. So let's come towards the first point or the first question I would like to ask from you. And my
Sure.
first question is, what really made you to learn this language, this particular language?
That's pretty interesting. I think I have answered this question quite a few times earlier, but to be very honest, the credit goes to my parents, not me, because back in 1990s they were very futuristic and they knew that English is going to be the language of the next generation. So they got me admitted back then in the only English medium school which was available in my town that I was being raised in. And that's where my journey started. I did not have to do anything specifically out of my comfort zone to learn the language. I always loved English as a language throughout my school life. However, what I realized after coming to college is the written English and the love for the English language and literature is very different than spoken English. So that's when my journey with spoken English started, when I had to interact with people, interact with students from other states who had come into our college to study. They were my batchmates back then. The lectures were in English. We had to speak to professors in English. And because I am from the hospitality industry, the guest interactions were also in English. So that's when I started working on my spoken English, because definitely I was low on confidence. I was lacking fluency, and I was struggling to articulate my thoughts properly. Back then in 2006, we never had, internet connectivity at the tip of our hand. There was very little knowledge about YouTube. So we had to experiment with our own learning. Since I was staying in a hostel, it was easier because all the friends had the same goal, that we wanted to crack interviews. So we worked together by different ways: reading, writing, speaking, listening. And that's how we learned what are the different ways or what are the different techniques that can help you in getting fluency as well as confidence. And after that, all my workplaces have definitely been, in an English environment. I have worked for over 10 years with clients from the US and from UK. So that has helped me in understanding the natural flow of the language and to express yourself in various ways. So overall, it has been a journey which had a lot of effort as well as a lot of support from my surroundings, and that has helped me through my journey of learning English.
Really fantastic, really amazing one through
Thank you.
the journey which you have gone through. And next question I would like to answer, because as you have mentioned your stages of learning English language, I would like to ask you the question: to what an extent learners, beginners, should focus on grammar? from the initial stages, what to what an extent, because we have to specify grammar, because nowadays we are seeing or we are watching a lot of videos, rather plethora of content is available on internet, and sometimes the beginners are quite baffled to that which content or which YouTube channel they have to focus, and they are remained on the web that this is the technique or these are the techniques, and after even 1 year or the 2 years they are searching for the tips and techniques, they do not come to the point of speaking. So I am very much curious that beginners should know to what an extent they have to follow and what should be the initial step.
Amazing. I think that's a very good question and a very common question that people generally have when they want to learn the language and gain fluency. So, grammar, we need to understand, is definitely important. So, anybody that tells you that grammar is not important is just bluffing because they want to get views. But when I say grammar is important, it does not mean that you have to sit with a Renan Martin book and start mugging up grammar, because that will not help you gain fluency. What you need to understand is grammar is a part of your English language journey. So you cannot treat grammar and speaking separately. The right way to include grammar in your learning journey is to immerse yourself in the language, which is by listening, reading, speaking, somehow writing, and then trying to understand the logic of grammar. So suppose you are reading a story and it is written in past tense. You need to apply logic, that why is it in past tense? Why is something followed by a preposition? Or where is it that I'm using to? Where is it that I'm using with? Right? So once you merge the two, which is your learning journey, your language as well as grammar together, it is easier to retain that information rather than mugging up grammar rules, which often delays your speaking rate or it delays in your thought process, right? Because you recall the grammar rule and you are trying to apply it in your sentence. Now, when you do that, it is important to understand, for you to speak basic English, there are certain grammar topics that you should be aware of, which is tenses, prepositions, articles, and a little bit of subject verb agreement, where you know how to structure your sentence. Once you know that, right, your focus should be completely on first being able to construct simple sentences clearly. Once you reach that stage that, okay, now I can articulate my thoughts in a simple manner to people in correct sentences, that is when you should look towards doing the beautification to your language, which is adding idioms, proverbs, or trying to speak in different ways using a little advanced vocabulary. One thing that people generally do, which is not needed at all, and it really complicates your way of speaking, is trying to mug up very fancy words, very fancy vocabulary, and trying to fit them in your sentences forcefully when they are not even required. So very important to keep in mind that your communication is better when it is simple and easily understandable by people. If you speak and I have to sit with a dictionary to find out the meaning of that word, then you are failing as a communication, at the communication parameter, right? So just keeping these few things in mind will make your language learning journey very easy and also enjoyable.
Very true, very true. Because some of the because some of time we are just baffled or we are just confused and we are just trying to inculcate and just try to fit the word which is not that much accurate at that position, and that is why we are just blank when to communicate our thoughts. So using the simple words is an amazing idea. So as you have mentioned, you are a communication coach as well. I would like to ask you a question. What is the difference between spoken English and communication skills according to you?
Okay, that's very interesting. And again, a lot of people confuse themselves in this. So, spoken English is nothing but learning a language that you want to communicate in, right? Communication is the art of interacting with people, right? So, for example, if I have to tell you that you are asking for help from me, and I say, no, Bull, I can't help you, I'm busy. How would you feel? You will feel
I
Moklia is so rude, she has attitude,
yes.
isn't it? So, that is spoken English. I know the word, I know how to construct a sentence, and I'm saying that, no, Gul, I can't help you, I'm busy. Right? Communication is, hey Gul, I would love to help you, but unfortunately, I'm a little busy right now. Can I help you once I'm done with it?
Amazing.
How will that make you feel?
I will be at a comfortable zone with you, and I will feel that that person is quite eager to help me, but she has something to do, and after some time she will be quite available, and that's the good sign of communication.
Right. So that's exactly the difference between spoken English and communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when we are coming towards writing, we do not have the time, we do not put our efforts on writing, because writing is quite essential for for spoken English, for the flow, for the natural or spontaneous flow. But we
Yes.
ignore the part, the very essential part. So, how would you recommend that how can we inculcate writing, and what steps we have to take regarding writing?
Okay, that's a very good question. And it is true that writing immensely helps you in structuring your thoughts and articulating better. It also helps you in framing better sentences grammatically. Okay, so what happens is nowadays everybody is looking for faster results. And because people are interested in faster result, most content creators are creating videos that tell you, oh, you can learn English very easily, it's going to be a piece of cake, and you can learn in 7 days, 5 days, 30 days, and you can be fluent. Now, because of that, people are not getting the clear idea, and wherever they see that, okay, here I have to put in effort, they take a step back. But it is very important to understand that there are no shortcuts that are possible when you want to learn a language unless you are roaming with a translating app, right? So, if you want to really learn the language and speak it in a good manner, right, you have to put in that effort, and equal importance has to be given to all four pillars, which is reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So when you write, what are the things that you can write? You can write about anything and everything. Give yourself topics. But if you are not good at giving yourself topics, what you can also do is start journaling. Journaling your day, which means if you are doing it at the start of the day, write what are your goals for that day, how are you feeling that morning, what are the things that you want to achieve in that day, what what are the things that you are happy about last day or the last night, or what are the things that happened which were good last night. If you're writing at the end of the day, write down how your entire day was. That will give you an idea to construct sentences in the past tense. Write about your goals for the next day. Write how you are feeling. That will help you understand yourself better, because most of the times we don't know anything about us. We don't know how we are feeling. We don't know what makes us happy. So, knowing yourself and journaling is a great way to practice writing. It gives you clarity about your own life, about your own goal, about your own emotions. Plus, it helps you with your language. Other times, like what I do, I have a WhatsApp community where there are separate groups for ladies and men, and I share one topic every single day for all my learners. So they can write on it, they can think about it, they can speak to each other about that topic. So that helps them in finding that topic. So you can, put up a mechanism like that for yourself, that, okay, every day I'm going to find one topic and I'm going to write about it. So if you really want to achieve something, if you really want to, put in that effort, you will see that, the learning part is really easy.
Amazing, amazing, and quite accurate. And if we just follow these steps, we can enhance our writing skills.
Absolutely. That's true. All right.
Personally,
So, mhm.
And the last question I would like to ask from you is how to achieve our pronunciation level, because sometimes we just mix up pronunciation and accent. Sometimes we just see that if we don't have the British accent or American accent or any European accent, then we are not a good speaker. We are not a good communicator. And sometimes we fake our style. So, what do you say about pronunciation?
Well, I have spoken about this quite a few times. Accent is nothing but a, you know, a local impact on someone's language. So, what we call MTI or mother tongue influence is what is accent in the US. Learning an accent does not really make you cool as people think it does. Most of the times, I come across YouTubers who have a very heavy accent, but to be honest, they are not even constructing correct sentences. They are grammatically very incorrect and their pronunciation is haywire. So just rolling your R's or biting your V's is not going to make you cool, and that's not going to make you an American or a British or an Australian. What we need to understand is accent. First of all, when you put up something which is fake, it shows as fake, and people will understand. Most of the times, when you talk to people who are from the native speaking countries and they feel that you are fake, they will not trust you. Okay, that's a huge impact that can have on your overall interactions. So what we need to do is we need to work on our pronunciation to get rid of our MTI and pronounce the words correctly without an accent. And we need to be able to speak clearly with our audience. If you do that, you are good to go. Anybody from US will be able to understand you. Anybody with UK will be able to understand you without any problems.
So thank you so much for having a marvelous session with me. So accept huge, huge kind of thanks to you.
Thank you so much, Gul. It means a lot to me as well. And you are a wonderful person doing wonderful things. In future, I would definitely love to connect with you once again and we can talk about some more interesting topics. And till then, wish you all the very best. If you ever need any assistance, you have my Skype ID. Do not hesitate to ping me and take care of yourself. Keep doing the awesome work that you are doing.
Good
All
day.
right. Okay. Bye.